guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's hang though. So as you can tell, I am back home now. I'm no longer in Seoul. I just came back from Seoul City. It's the first time you're watching my videos, I just came back from Seoul. We went for about 10 days and I did a previous story time, which I will link at the end of this video, where me and my friend who we went on holiday to Seoul with explain our experiences there. And now I'm basically gonna let you guys know what happened on the last night, because we filmed those videos on the last day. The last night we decided to go back to Itaewon to have some barbecue. We ended up having Korean barbecue at Maple Tree in Itaewon, and then we wanted to have a drink and a dessert after that, so we decided to go to Prost Bar, which is it's kind of in the same building as Glam Lounge. If you're ever in Seoul, in Itaewon, you should check it out. Apparently the food is nice, but we didn't really eat any food there in the end. We just had like a drink or whatever. Let me tell you guys, when we stepped in there, the eye candy. First of all, hence the title of my video, I was shook because I thought that Korean guys were kind of like docile. You see how you see them in like the dramas and stuff? You see them as like docile and sweet and whatever, and like bashfully shy. Now there was some that were, but others had me shook. Let me tell you, they're not as shy as they seem or they're portrayed in the dramas. So we stepped in there and there was so much eye candy. My heart was like, on a serious note though, seriously, there was too much eye candy for one night. So let's start from the beginning. We get in there, and if you're a foreigner, I think if you're like black as well, it's just like they're gonna look at you because you just stand out so much. So because you're like the most foreign thing basically in the house, in the building, in the place. So we go into the lines. I think by, is it the 9th or 10th day? By that time we kind of got over it. At the beginning it was like, whoa, like I can feel it, like eyes everywhere looking at you. And then on the 10th day you're just like, yeah, whatever. I'm here, whatever. I'm here for a drink. I don't care if you're looking at me or not. So we go in a line and we're queuing. And before I know it, there's this guy. His friend must have told him that, oh look, there's like foreigners or something like that. I don't know what his friend told him. But the way he turned around made me jump. So I turned around as well, and I just see some guy, like, they were drunk AF. They were so drunk. Especially his friends. So he turned around, I was like, whoa, like, why'd you turn around so suddenly? I got scared. And he was just like looking at me, and he was so close, I was like, I can't deal with this, like, pineapples, I can't, like, stop. Time out, I wasn't ready. So I turned around, I go to my friend, I'm like, oh my gosh, can you see what's going on? And she was laughing, she was like cracking up. And she was like standing like this so she could see them, because I decided to turn my back to them. I didn't want to deal with it. I couldn't handle it. So she was like, she was laughing. She was like, oh my gosh, his friend is so drunk. So he was just like, he was so obvious about it. He was just like staring at me, just looking at me. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to deal with you. So we carry on queuing. And I start looking around and noticing more eyes. I was like, oh damn, okay, just look at the waiter and ask for your drink. So we order our drinks and whatever, and then you have to go to another side to like pick up the drink once it's ready. So we ordered like 2 mocktails, because we were like, we're traveling tomorrow and we don't want to feel bad or wake up feeling bad or anything like that. So or tired, or I don't know, with a headache, whatever happens when you drink. So we're in another queue, we pick up our drinks, and then we go to look for a table. Let me tell you, like, I thought it was just me, but I asked my friend afterwards. When we were looking for a table, everyone was like looking, and we had a feeling like some of them were like, you know, you can sit next to us, like making space. We're like, whoa, what is this? Oh my gosh, I've never ever experienced that. In the end, we kind of found like a table in the back somewhere that was vacant, and we went there, and I was like, Roxy, was it just me, or did you have a feeling like some guys were like hinting, like making space, like are they gonna sit next to us? Are they oh my gosh, it was too funny. So we sat down on the table. Well, we didn't sit down, we didn't want to sit down, we stood next to the table, and the waiter who was there, he looked kind of geeky. He was cute though, but he looked kind of geeky. And the reason I'm saying this is because he shocked me the most. He didn't look like your brave guy. He just looked like someone who'd be shy and like kind of geeky with like glasses and like keep to themselves. But we get there and he's like, sit down. Why don't you sit down? We're like, what? We're like, okay. So we decided to like sit down since he ordered us to sit down. And we sit down and start drinking, and I was like, they were playing lots of like R&B and hip hop, and then in the TV screens above they had like Beyonce playing and all these like hip hop videos, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, hip hop culture is really big there at the moment. Almost every shop that I passed was either playing hip hop or R&B or hip hop. It's like, how you wouldn't expect that of like Seoul. So yeah, they started playing like old school songs. I remember Mary Mary, Praise You, the shackles off my feet so I can dance. That played, and I was like, whoa, what do you guys know about this song? This is like an old school song. So obviously, because I love that song, I was like getting into it. I was like, yay. But at the same time, I felt like I couldn't really let go, because if I like ventured and looked around, there'd be like eyes. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why are you like looking at me? I just want to be myself. Can I be myself, please? Without like all these eyes just like staring at you and just looking at you. What they're thinking, we don't really know. I remember there was like this business guy who was sitting there, and then there was like a group of guys who came to sit next to us, and they were just like vibing as well. I had a feeling that they wanted to eventually talk to us, but they were like warming up and like getting drinks. And I was thinking, we don't have that much time. This is our last night, so we're probably gonna go to bed before midnight. So yeah, they didn't make it in time. They didn't approach us in time. We left before they could say something, but there was loads of eye contact exchange. The funniest though, the highlight of that night was two guys who were sitting behind me and my friend. She had her back to them, and she could only hear them, but she could hear them. So as soon as we arrived and we sat down, we were like drinking, and there was like Mary Mary that started playing or whatever. This guy, I'll never forget his face, right? He was dressed in like a business suit. He must have come after work. This guy, he was so funny. He had this face where you couldn't tell what he was thinking or whatever, and he looked so serious. And then all of a sudden he was like, yeah, yeah. And his friend was just watching him, and everyone else was just like watching him like, what's wrong with you? It's like he was trying to turn up. It's like he was turned all by himself for some reason. After we came, he just became so turned and whatever. He was basically trying to get our attention for the whole night. Whenever a new song would come out, he'd be trying to get our attention. He would walk past, and at one point I couldn't even hide it. I started laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And I was telling my friend to turn around. I was like, turn around, please turn around. You have to see what I'm seeing. She was like, no, it will be too obvious. I'm not gonna turn around. So she didn't turn around. He was like, yeah. But she could hear him. She was like, what's happening? What is he doing? I was like, you're missing out. If I could vlog this, it would be too funny. He was like, yeah. And he had like buck teeth. Oh my gosh. But he was cute. He was cute but funny, but he was too attention seeking. I was just like, you need to jam your hype. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. So I started to like ignore him after some time, because I was just like, you do your thing there, but whatever. Because he'd kind of like, he just basically wanted my attention. He wanted me to look at him, and then when I'd look at him, he'd just be wilding, and I'm just like, okay, you're crazy. You're one of the crazy ones, aren't you? Everyone else was just like jamming. There was a group of 3 guys over there, and they just kept looking like the whole night. And for some reason, there started to be like a whole lot of guys passing through where we were when they really didn't need to be, because we were sitting right at the back. There's loads of chairs in the front. Why not sit there? Why are you passing randomly? There was this really tall hot guy as well, a K-pop lookalike, and he had like his groupies behind him. I remember he walked past with like loads of girls behind him. I was like, whoa, is he like an idol or something? Whatever. And then this guy came as well, like discreetly with his camera, and he just started filming. I was just like, I should ask for copyrights. You can't just come and film people like that. I was just like, you know what, allow you. So last night here, I just want to have fun. I can't be bothered. So that was a very interesting night. It was, on the whole, in general, like, we noticed that if we'd go somewhere, it'd be like a group of guys and it would just get louder. Like they really try to like get our attention, and we're just like, but why? Why not just come and chat to us if you want to chat to us? You don't need to like suddenly get louder and start making jokes and be like, wah! And this is so funny when really it's probably not. So I was just like, wow, you can be really like attention seeking here, can't they? I see. But no, that was the thing. And then the funny part, oh, they also played Lauryn Hill doo-wop, that thing, you know, sorry, I can't sing properly. Anyway, but that song, oh my gosh, what do you guys know about that? And I went to the bathroom. So I got to the bathroom for like 2 minutes. Rihanna was playing Umbrella, and I come back out. I left my friend alone. When I was in the bathroom, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I hope nothing happens to her, because they were like piranhas, seriously. So I come back and there's like more guys just like hovering around, you know. They're just hovering. So the thing is, they're not even talking to her. They're just like, at least approach her instead of just sitting down and staring, which is what most of them did. I was like, you know what, at least, you know, speak to her. But she looked like a little prey in the middle. And she was surrounded with like piranhas. They were all like looking at her. She told me basically when we left that when she took her bag, they were all like looking at her like, where you going, where you going? I was like, guys, you know, wake up, do something about it. You know, if you like a girl, approach her, find out her name. You don't have to date, you could just be friends sometimes. If you're really that interested in them that you sit for like 2 hours next to them and just stare, you just stare for a whole 2 hours, you might as well approach them and speak to them. We could have made like 10 friends that night for all we know, if they were brave enough to chat to us. Anyway, I forgot to say also, when I went to the bathroom, I went to ask the same waiter that looked like a geek, and I went up to him and I was like, 화장실 어디예요? Basically, where is the bathroom? And he was like, oh, you can speak Korean well, can't you? And I was like, no. I was like, 아니야. 조금? Just a little bit. And then he takes me to like show me where the bathroom is. And this guy, he didn't have to do this. This is why I think he's so brave. He touches my back and he's like, over there. And he got really like friendly and like flirty. And I was like, you didn't need to do that. You're brave though, so I give you points for that. Like, out of all the guys there, he was the most brave. I guess it's because he's a waiter maybe, so he's used to like speaking to strangers and people since he has to serve them anyway. But yeah, I'll never forget him as well. He was funny. He made me laugh. So that was basically our night in Itaewon in the bar. That was so funny. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget that night. I don't know if I like expressed it as well as everything happened, but if you were there, it was so funny to be 2 black girls in a bar in Itaewon on a Friday night. No, it was Thursday night. Yeah, it was Thursday night. Gosh, that was funny. Anyway, so yeah, that was my experience, and that's why they had me shook, because we're just like, whoa. Like the waiter and the guy who just like suddenly turned around out of nowhere, and they were blatantly staring. Like they would just stare like, and you're just like, okay, break, no, okay, no break, okay, fine, I'll just look away since you won't look away, kind of thing. So yeah, nah, it was funny, and I'll definitely go again because there's just too much funny stuff that happens. And there's bare other stories that happen in like Seoul, but I'll save them for next time. So let me know your experience, if you've ever been to that bar, or you've been to a bar or a club in Itaewon. I'm curious to know, if you're a foreigner especially, how your experience was. Was it still similar to mine, or did anything else happen? Did you get approached? Anything was said? I think if you speak Korean, then you can make a lot of friends in Seoul. If you can speak Korean fluently, a lot of the time I think it's just language barrier. This is why people tend to just stare and just look, because they're like, I can't really speak that much English or hold a conversation in English, so they just don't bother, but they just stare kind of. So yeah, no, it was good. You should experience it. It's something to experience. I've never felt like a piece of meat in my whole life. Seriously, yeah. It was good anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video and my experience. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
私はちょうど何が重要か